Come on, come on. You guys know what this is, man. You already know. Peace and blessings. It is your boy, Eli Rax, a.k.a. Vibes, and welcome to New York Revival, where it's not just sports, it's entertainment. And I'm here with my brothers. You guys know what this is, and that's Mr. Glass Half Full, and that's Speed if you nasty now.
Hey.
And I'm here with my brother El Jefe, aka White Jersey, aka Blue Jersey, aka Damon Daniel, aka what? God dang it! I was gonna say Goosh Guitar. The Deuce was coming out.
It's
what
Goosh.
the hell is this?
It is now Goosh.
Why not? It's Goosh. It's Goosh Guitar, and guys. Thank you for spending your Tuesday night with us, guys. You know what this is. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, share, cheers. All that stuff. It is a celebration, guys. Let's cheers. And guys, if you didn't see that video at the beginning, we have New York Revival merch out. We got the link for you guys in that there description on our Twitter pages, of course. So please shop for some gear, man. We got trucker hats, beanies, hoodies, t-shirts.
Blue jerseys,
aprons,
white jerseys,
whatever you need, baby. Yeah, we got the Goose Guitar too coming. We got Goose Balls, Goose Guitar, Goose Balls, Goose Balls. I don't know what that is. Coochie balls. Remember those coochie balls? But anyway, guys. Anywho, guys, that's another conversation that we should have behind the scenes. You know, we got to make everything happen for you guys. But guys, listen. The New York Giants advanced to round freaking 2 of the playoffs. How are we feeling, man? But before all that, let's go around the room. And I'm going to start with my guy, El Jefe. How was your weekend, man? What's going on? Let the people know.
The weekend was the Giants game.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Like, best win in a decade, right? Like, you're not going to beat that. We haven't won a playoff game in a decade. So that, by default, is the best win in a decade. I said it all goddamn week. The Giants are winning this game. I did not expect them to stomp on their heads like they did and just dominate. Like, they were the better team the whole day. However it ended, we're going to get into all that. But needless to say, my weekend was incredible. It was fucking epic. That was the best thing that could have happened this weekend. So I'm good, bro.
That's what I like to hear, man. That's what I like to hear. Speak.
Big dog.
Yo, listen. Like have I said, like right now, it's like the weekends revolve around the Giants' outcome. That's they make or break my weekend. So far, they've made the last 3 or 4 weekends in a row. I'm feeling great, man. I was ecstatic. I literally stood the entire game. Like I went to my mom's place and I watched the game with the family. I was so jacked up. We stood the entire game, had the drinks flowing. I had off Monday, so like the good vibes rolled right into Monday, man. So I had an awesome weekend because of it, and I hope that we can make it 2 in a row this weekend, baby. Because Saturday night we're back at it. Saturday night, baby. Oh man, what in what world do we think January 20th the Giants are gonna be playing a football game again at the beginning of the season, man? Holy shit, we're here. How about you, E? How was your weekend?
Listen, guys, let me tell you, man. When the Giants win, that is a New York revival, man. That is a New York freaking revival, guys. Since we launched this, guys, I just want to get on my horse here for a minute, my soapbox. Can you allow me to just get this out? Can I just get a little bit? Saddle up. Can I just get this out, man? This is going to be all cocky Eli right here. But since we launched this bad boy, the Giants has been winning. New York teams has been winning. We've been seeing playoffs. Guys, if you ain't up on this revival right here, then you missing out. What the hell is wrong with you? Cop that merch right now. This is it. This is our time. The Giants, who would have thought? Who would have thought, man, that we make it to the second round of these playoffs, man, at a potential to beat Philadelphia Eagles and possibly get to the Super Bowl? Because I ain't scared of nobody. So guess how my weekend was? How my weekend was great. It was awesome. It was great. The Giants, man, can we make it 2 in a row? But guys, I'm sorry. I just had to get that off. The energy.
Do you feel better?
The energy is.
Do you feel better?
High.
I feel amazing right now. When I get the Twitter Spaces,
I just got one. Eli is incredible because nobody sees this guy right before we go live. Before we went live, he was like, "Yo, work is just work is beating me up, man. I'm just down." Then the lights are on. He's like,
yeah. Once the countdown goes on, he gets into game mode,
music.
and then It's all business. It's all businessy side, all fun. We're having a fun time, dude. I hope you guys are out there with your families and your friends. You're meeting up, or you're having watch parties. You're doing whatever you enjoy this, baby. Enjoy this. We don't know what's going to happen next year. We don't know if listen. We like to think we're going to be back, of course.
Every year.
Enjoy the here and now, because you never fucking know. Enjoy this shit, baby. So this is
I totally agree.
To that end, just to get sentimental for 1 second.
Yeah.
Just for 1 second.
Go ahead. Oh, yeah.
You know, like, I want to watch the game with you guys. I got friends at home that you want to watch with. But for this game, I was like, I got to have my dad over. Like, you don't know how many of these you're going to have. So I had my 2-year-old son and my dad, and we all flipped out together at this win. And my little boy is awesome. He just gets so psyched up when I do. He goes, "Go Giants!" Like, he just says that, and he follows my lead.
I seen it.
Yeah, if I go crazy, he goes crazy. And it's all from, like, my dad, too, because, like, that's what I grew up watching. So, like, that was special. And now this weekend, I'm getting drunk with my friends. So,
hell yeah. Let's go. Let's go, baby.
I'm covering all the bases here.
So, guys, listen, just to recap a couple things, and we're going to recap the game as well. But, guys, if the Giants win challenge, do you guys see Speed there? Do you guys see that goatee? He actually did it. So guess what I'm going to do, guys? Tomorrow, exclusively for you, I figured I was going to do it on the show, but I want to add a little more extra feature to it. You're going to see the George Jeffrey right here. I'm going to have this little thing right here and a clean right in the middle shaved off. And I'm going to be like, moving on now. I'm going to have the theme song. I'm going to walk like him just for y'all. All right? We're going to have some fun with it, man. I figure why not add a little extra feature to it. But, guys, if the Giants win, man, we are paying up. And we're going to have a little more later at the show, too. But, guys, let's go through this recap. What a game the Giants put on. Guys, would you call this a shootout? And I'm going to start with Mr. Glass Half Full in 1 second, but let's just recap this game, man. The Giants actually was Minnesota was keeping it close. Minnesota was no slouches. Let me make this clear. A lot of people, yes, we thought they were frauds. However, these guys came to play. Would you call this like a shootout between the two quarterbacks a little bit there, Mr. Glass Half Full?
Yeah. Listen, Kirk Cousins balled out. I don't care what you guys want to say. It was not easy to get this dub, man. Like this, it was 24, it was 31-24, but it could have been 30-30 plus the way that both teams are moving the ball. And mind you, we shut down Justin Jefferson, the best wide receiver in the league, and they still put up 24. So shout out Kirk Cousins. He balled out, man. He saved that last play where he checked down the ball on the last play of his season to Hodgins. We'll take that. But Hawkinson, by the way, went nuts. And listen, you can't stop everybody on that Vikings offense. That offense is a juggernaut. And Hawkinson got his. Cousins did well. That was a shootout. And we needed every one of those touchdowns from Daniel Jones that he fucking drove them down for, baby. And it was another box you check off for Daniel. Can he win the shootout? Nobody thought he could win the shootout. He went into Minnesota, first playoff game in his career, and won a goddamn shootout, baby. I don't know what else you want to see there. Let's go. Shootout.
El Jefe, what do you think? You thought that was a shootout, man, or not? What's going on? Make sure chat. Put it in there. Just put that was a shootout. Just put shootout right in the chat, right now, right in the comments. But El Jefe, what you got?
The chat is popping off right now too. I think Big Dash is kind of like the admin of our chat here. He's kind of keeping everybody in order. Big Dash is our guy. R0 in the house.
The best.
I see Precious. I see TK, Bill,
Jay.
All our people are in here.
Yeah, our people, man.
Day one.
So thank you. But
big year, man. Let's go.
This game, you didn't necessarily want it to go into a shootout because that's the Vikings kind of game. And I think they were 8-0 in one-score games coming into this game. They won that's why their record was so good. It was a little inflated because they were winning all those coin flip games. Like, look at 2016 Giants, right? 11-5 because we won a lot of those coin flip games. That's why they were so good. So I don't know if they were fraudulent, but if you know how to win close games, you're a good team. Like, a lot of games are close in the NFL. No matter how good or bad the teams are, a lot of games are close. So I was so impressed with the Giants' aggressive game plan offensively. I can't tell you how happy that made me. I mean, as a Giants fan, what we've been through, the offense we've been watching for so many years, even Eli's last couple of years, where if there was, a defensive end, like within 3 yards, he just fell down. Like, that's the offense we've been watching for 5 years, 6 years. So to see this like aggressive, like smart, modern day offense is fucking beautiful. And they were keeping tricks in their bag. The old modern day Statue of Liberty.
Statue of Liberty, let's go.
Yep.
It looked smooth doing it too.
It looked in real time. I was like, holy shit, what was that?
I wanted a touchdown out of it. I was like, this should have been gaining more because it's so awesome.
Justin Jefferson, I think, caught 3 passes and a touchdown their first drive, and it was basically squat. So we sacrificed Hodgins, who was a great pickup by them.
100%.
You're not going to shut down both guys. So I think you limit the home run play with Jefferson, and you let Hodgins get his, and that's basically what happened.
Yeah.
Eli.
I totally agree with you guys, man. And I'm not even going to give my thoughts on it, but I will tell you this, man. It's that one Statue of Liberty play, right? The modern day. If Pat Mahomes would have done that, if Josh Allen would have done that, if freaking Lamar Jackson, Herbert, any of those quarterbacks would have done that, it'd have been on Sports Center forever. Yeah. It'd have been on ESPN. It'd have been all over TikTok. It'd have been everywhere. But the fact Daniel Jones did it was like, oh, you can't do it again. Listen, he is him. I'm saying this right now. Daniel Jones is him, and we're going to get to that, ladies and gentlemen. But, yeah, the Giants was doing good. I think this was a shootout, but the game wasn't almost put away that easy. Darius Slayton dropped that pass, man, and that could have been at least a 30-yarder. So I'm going to ask you guys, and I'm going to start. That could have been a touchdown, right? Dude, so I'm going to start with El Jefe here. Do you think this hurts Darius Slayton confidence going forward? Do you think he'll be all right for the next game?
He was a broken man. He was a broken man after that play, dude. He's a guy who's been quiet and humble, and even he was on the chopping block, the trading block, and he just kept his head down and worked hard. And now he's a main part of our rotation, and he earned it. But that drop was,
oh my God.
I mean, they didn't show a good angle actually on TV. It was right in his gut. It was a perfect throw. But they said basically there's nothing but green in front of him. That's game over because Giants could kneel on it at that point.
You don't want to watch the all 22. There's brutal. So much green. So it would have got at least a first down, game over. But probably more.
One of the most
Did you see the all 22, P.
I saw.
I gotta see. No, I don't want to see it. I don't want to.
I gotta see it.
I am happy, dude. For Slayton,
but I'm happy. It's out the window. It's out the window.
Slayton makes that drop, and your team wins. Obviously, you want your team to win, but you still leave there feeling like shit. But I do want to say one of the most impressive things about this game is that you felt things happening that were pulling momentum away from the Giants, even though they played better. Right? The Dexter Lawrence roughing the passer. Then it was like with that drop where it's like, God, just catch that ball.
It basically happened already over. Back too.
Yeah.
You're like, oh,
so
God.
You feel those things happening, but the Giants didn't let that be the end. They just kept fighting. They didn't accept that the momentum was being taken from them. They took it back. And like in past years, you're like, well, it's over. I know how this is end. Yeah, I know how this ends. So really, really impressed. Dable, all the kudos, man.
Yeah, and add on to that, further on to what you said. First drive of the game, Minnesota goes down, looks like a damn juggernaut, scores. Then you get a holding on the first offensive play of the Giants series. You're like, oh shit, this drive, if we don't get score on this drive, they're going to put up 14-0, and it might be, the crowd's into it, it might be game over. They went right back, got that first down, and as soon as they got the first down, it's like, all right, dude, we're back in it.
Good point. First and 20 would have been the end of a drive in any other year.
Typically, right.
Yeah.
Any other year, it's like, well, just punt it now because this is it. This is the end of this drive. But
dude,
there you go.
This
Pick
is
up
a different
chunk
offense,
yards. Dude.
Different offense, man.
Fun.
And
different offense, different
involved.
coaching. You gotta love it. You gotta love how evolved Brian Daboll made this team, right? Like you said, you think of Slayton dropping a pass, and you're like, "Oh, momentum's gone. The Giants gonna lose this thing." But man, when they came back and started to attack it, and then you're like, "Oh, they can finally they're taking knee and we can win this game." So it's just crazy how that game unfolded. But guys, I just want to say a couple more things here. Just a couple more things here. Isaiah Hodgins. I just want to give you a couple stats here. 8 receptions. 105 yards, 1 touchdown on a bum ankle. And I'm going to start with Mr. Glass half full because you know why? He said he was WR1 from the get-go. The get-go. You heard it first here on Revival. I don't think Hodgins get enough praises, by the way. Shout out to the chat. I don't think Hodgins get enough praises. But when Spee actually said him, and I know during the Revival, when he actually said it during that show, it had me and El Jefe, and I can speak for my brother, I'm sure, like, man, Let's go back and look at this tape. And he was absolutely right. Boy, were you right. But give me your thoughts, man, on a bum ankle. How do you feel about Hodgins, man? You still glowing on him? What's going on, man? Is this guy a warrior or what?
I can't say enough good things about Isaiah Hodgins right now, man. First of all the videos are of him in the locker room leading the charge. He seems to be an awesome teammate. He catches everything in sight. He runs great routes. He's become the wide receiver one. He's only got here in November, and he's done all this. He's taken the team by storm, man. He's changed the offense. That's not hyperbole. He came here, and the offense got better. This is not like it's causation right there, man. He is. I asked you guys a couple episodes ago, would you be okay with him as the wide receiver too? Now you start thinking like,
can he be a one?
I don't know what his potential is. And there's some very good analysts out there, draft analysts that had high grades on him. Like I forget who it was at this point, but I think somebody had Alshon Jeffrey as his comp, man. Like if you start thinking Alshon Jeffrey, that's wide receiver one, his big body, can catch everything, runs great routes. Where's the downside of the Hodgins, man? He does everything, man.
What the hell happened to Alshon Jeffrey?
He just got old. A big wide receiver. You take a couple hits, man. And after that, he just lose it.
Anywho, who gives a shit about Alshon Jeffrey?
Yeah, right? Fuck him because he's part of Philly. But dude, I love this guy. Love this guy.
But Speed, let me say this, and you hit the nail on the head. When I watch some of his film on Hodgins, his route running is giving me that Steve Smith vibes. You know how Steve Smith back in 2007 was giving those clean, crisp route running? He's giving me that type of vibes. Well, I love it. And he's bigger, right? Mm-hmm. He's bigger, right? And I'm like, man, you're giving me that vibe of that Steve. Like I love his route running. I love his release. Like, he really fools the crap out of some of those DBs out there. You got to take a look at his film. I'm very impressed on Hodgins. Now, the question is, what is his ceiling? And I'm going to ask El Jefe here. What do you think his ceiling is? Can he be a potential wide receiver one, or do you see him as a 2 or 3 in this Giants offense?
I think he's a starter in this Giants offense. I mean, you named his stats 100 yards and a touchdown. That seems like it's been 5 out of the last 6 games.
I know.
That's all this. That's all this dude does. So you should still go get your alpha, right? You should still go draft that guy who can grow. But like Hodgins is a must return back to the Giants. I think he could be cheap. So I saw some numbers floating around that he could be had for cheap. But I'll take him on the field in the starting offense. Like,
it's great.
If it ain't broke, what are you gonna do with it? Why would you move him anywhere else but the field? You know what I mean? Like the guy's just producing. He's got chemistry. He's earned the trust. He's got the best hands that the Giants have had in the wide receiving core in years. Like I want to say maybe since Odell. I don't know. This dude's got hands. He
never drops a ball.
He makes those catches that are all those 50-50s. Was it the quarterback's fault? Was it the receiver's fault? He catches all those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially that play on the sideline with DJ scrambling.
A lot of people. I should have had that clip.
And he made that
people
catch.
Are talking about that. Let me tell you real quick. I ran into a Jets fan who's a friend of mine over the weekend, and he goes, "That play, the Giants are starting to remind me of they're going on a run here." He's like, when I saw that play on the side, he's like, it reminded me of Manningham, that kind of, and that was one of DJ's best. That was a dart. It was a fearless throw.
Which throw were you guys talking about just now?
The Hodgins to the sideline where he catches it on the sideline there.
That was great.
Man, DJ's on the scramble. And he throws it right a dart, man. Holy cow. But
there's another one which will go not talked about, but there was another play where DJ just casually was in the pocket, threw the ball to Slayton about 40 yards down the field to the back of the corner of the end zone and put it on him like a 50-50 ball, put it right on Slayton. Slayton didn't come down with it, but it was a fucking dart down the field, dude. And DJ casually threw that. I was like, holy shit. Like a bigger, if that was Hodgins, that's a touchdown. That's a highlight reel touchdown. And he casually did it. And nobody, it won't get talked enough here. And I'll show you guys the clip of it after the show. But it's one of those throws. It's like, man, he's got that confidence now where he could just straight up flick it and he's throwing deep now. It's no longer check. How many rollout checkdowns have you seen in the past 2-3 weeks? That's almost eliminated from the offense now. They're moving the ball slowly further and further down the field, man. And if Evan Neal could just hold up on that right side,
I gotta say one thing,
right side.
Well, for this weekend, yes, but I have to give credit to this offensive line. They gave Daniel Jones some time to throw that ball down the field. Am I wrong here? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong right now in the chat anywhere. But I thought the offensive line did very well this past week, man, protecting Daniel Jones and getting that ball down the field, opening up holes for Saquon and Daniel Jones. They got to get some credit, man. I'm excited. I'm excited. OG Bobby Johnson, man, I got them ready, man. I'm excited.
You got them guessing. When you get Daniel Jones going with his legs, it confuses the shit out of them. When you start doing design runs for Daniel Jones and then Saquon becomes a third of your offense, they have no fucking clue what's coming. And our offense is so good with pre-snap motion and moving people around. They have no idea what's coming. No idea. So you get Daniel Jones with those nice pockets because they have to respect him running, so they can't just press everybody or else he's gone. So it's beautiful, and they're scheming these things, and Jesus, just beautiful play calling.
DJ knows when to tuck it and run now. He's got that confidence. Like
in the last 3 weeks,
he's got elite like pocket presence now. Like not, it's not elite, whatever. But his internal clock, he knows exactly when to go, when to pass, when to still look downfield, when to scramble. Like he is just on his fucking game right now.
Speed, let me say this, Speed. Because you said it's not elite. I don't know about you, but it's leading up to it. Like before we can all argue and say, you know what? He doesn't have the pocket presence. He doesn't have the awareness. It seems like Daniel Jones, came alive since the Colts game. It seems like that confidence is there. Because
actually, the Vikings game before that.
Dude, he's looking down the field. He's looking at 1, 2, 3 options. He knows when to tuck it and run. Like, guys, I don't know if the light bulb clicked for him. But, man, you could say he's approaching that Josh Allen is type level, that top 10 quarterback. Let's give him his flowers here. All the stuff we were complaining about Daniel Jones, we see in a totally different quarterback right now. Totally different. Daniel Jones has stepped his game up, and that could be elite. If he beats Philadelphia, if he beats San Fran or the Cow, you know what? There's one more box, and that's the big game. Can you beat Philly? Can you beat that juggernaut of a team? If he does that, that's a great defense. If he does that, you got to talk about how Daniel Jones is an elite quarterback or a top 10 quarterback at that point. At that point, you have to.
I don't know what else. Right.
I don't know what else you need to check off at this point.
There's nothing else he needs to do. If he's like the dual threat quarterback is the most dangerous thing in this game.
Yes.
And if you have play calling like we do, and you continue to improve everything around him, think about what he's doing it with now, right? He's doing it with great coaching. He's not doing it with great talent around him other than Saquon. So, Jesus, he's nothing left to prove. What Spiro just went there describing his pocket presence, know when to tuck it, know when to throw it away. All of those things has been what's the most frustrating thing watching him.
I'm excited, Hef, because he goes through all 3 options, Hef.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, wow. Like, am I missing that? I didn't mean to cut you off. Please continue.
No, you're
right.
But
I'm just mind blown how he's going through his reads. It's just like, man, this guy's night and day, literally. But go ahead, F. I'm sorry. I just had to say that.
Let's do the boxes. Let's do the boxes. All right. People said he's not consistent. This is 3 straight weeks of actually balling out. But you see PFF, if you pay them any mind, he's the 2nd highest rated passer in PFF since week 13. He's throwing the ball down the field more. He's making plays off schedule where he's running out of the pocket and still looking downfield. Case in point, Isaiah Hodgins, though. He's running the ball. We said we wanted to run the ball 5 to 10 times for the Giants to be successful. He ran 17 fucking times. Well, 14, a couple kneel downs. He won in a shootout. He won on the road. He won in a primetime game. They said he couldn't win the primetime game.
Check.
And the last one, everybody's like, this offense runs through Barkley. That ran through DJ. There was no doubt about it. He ran through DJ, bro. That was run through DJ.
Listen to my guy Jay here. Who had a better wild card game than Daniel Jones?
Dak played well. I will say Dak
played
had a very good game.
Yeah.
But
fuck Dak. Shut the show down. What do you mean?
Yes. I will say, for my money though, DJ was it, man. DJ was it. He had the best fucking time. Listen, nobody was expecting it at DJ.
Correct. That's the thing. I think that's what makes it special. Nobody expect anything out of Daniel Jones but the average quarterback. But he lit it up. His numbers were historic. He made history. that day for a quarterback to have 300 yards, 75 plus rushing, and 2 touchdowns. He was and win a game. That was an historical day for Daniel Jones. You got to give credit where credit's due. This guy is your franchise quarterback. And again, I had extreme doubt in Daniel Jones, but just watching him grow and winning his first playoff game.
Beautiful.
Just imagine if he beats Philly. That's done.
That's it. That's the last hurdle.
There's no more debating.
Over. And
give him the money.
He's getting more and more expensive every week. But who cares?
He is.
Today's price ain't yesterday's price.
Exactly right.
Correct.
But at that point, you've got a top 10 quarterback. If this is who he is now, and I think with Dable, this is who he is. Another thing, Spiro, you want to check another box. Does he elevate the players around him? Well, yeah, because Isaiah Hodgins and Slayton and James.
Richie James.
are dudes that may have been unemployed if not for the Giants. So, yes, he elevates people around.
What pisses me off, though, is that people are like, oh, look, you know what? Now he has wide receivers. These guys are – no, Daniel Jones has elevated the play of his wide receivers. These guys are all having their career years under Daniel Jones. He's elevated them. Let's just fucking check it off, bro.
Check another box. Check another. Listen, the question is now, and you guys know I do this every week to you guys. Okay?
Stop it.
But no. I've got to ask.
I'm out.
And you know what? I'm gonna start with El Jefe on this one. All right.
Fuck.
The fact that Daniel Jones is playing so freaking well, that price tag is going up. Now we said 35. Actually, did we even say 35? No, forgive me. I think we said 30 with the magic.
No, we started at 25 when we started
at 20
ago.
What do you think his number would be now? Right now, Daniel Jones, you're his agent. What number you shooting for Daniel Jones right now? And I'm gonna ask Mr. Glass half full right after that.
No. Okay. no.
I was gonna switch it up. I got you. I'm gonna let him go first.
And no lie, in the last 3 games, I think it went up $5 million per year with each game that he just played. The way he looked against the Colts, which is the most confident I've seen him look in years, right? And then what he did against the Vikings is like it's just shooting the number up and up. So like originally I'm like, we could probably get this guy for 30, still have some wiggle room. But now it's looking like if he has any kind of agent whatsoever, it's gonna be 40 plus. It's gonna be 40. Because
I see it.
You are talking about a top 10 quarter. If this is how he's gonna play and you're gonna be in the playoffs and win games, who gives a fuck? You pay your quarterback. So forget the history, forget where he came from, forget this is who he is now with Brian Daboll. So that's who you're paying. You're not paying the kid out of Duke who fumbled 27,000 times his rookie year. You're paying Brian Daboll's Daniel Jones. A huge difference because this guy is a top 10 quarterback. You pay him.
I agree.
What's the number?
I mean, listen.
What's the number, man?
Here we go. Like, so everybody's salary is every quarterback that's worth a damn is going to be making 40 plus within the next 2 years. Like everybody in the top 5 to 10 are going to be making that range. So, this is what free agency is. So when you go to free agency, you get to be overpaid, and then everybody else gets overpaid, and then it works its way down. So, I mean, I hate to say this. This is in the 35 to 40 range now. Like you're pushing 40. It's being talked about everywhere. As a young quarterback, if he goes into Philly and beats Philly, it's 40.
It's 40 base. Now your baseline is 40.
And now you start thinking about, should I franchise tag him? Should I get another year out of him? Yeah. And then you make him do it again.
Our guy
at a lower number, you won't have to pay him 40
because the franchise is about to be less, right?
Yeah, it's crazy to think.
Smooth has a good point. They might start negotiations at 4 for 40, right? Like they might start there.
And it has no choice. It has no choice but to start there because Daniel Jones is playing extremely well. And again, if he goes down there and beats the Philadelphia Eagles, that's just the starting point. This guy could get 45. I see 45. I see that type of number in between there for Daniel Jones. I really do, especially if he wins. But right now, to the table, 40 million, the least. And then they're going to have to go from there. I'm telling you, it's going to look crazy for our salary cap because you got to pay Saquon. You still got to pay Dexter Lawrence. You still got to get everybody else back that contributed because you don't want to get rid of the nucleus of this team that got you to the playoffs. So you still got to pay for these people.
Yeah.
Right.
And
so again,
Monty nailed it.
You're right. You're right, but it was the right thing at the time. Yeah, they didn't unlock Daniel Jones yet, so we didn't know this is what we're getting. We didn't know he would stay healthy.
Captain Hindsight, if you had the Captain Hindsight goggles on, we have him for a 5th year. He'd have to prove that he'd prove this 2 years in a row. Then you pay him. But man,
imagine if Joe Shane's first order of business was, "We're keeping him for an extra year. I don't care." Like we'd be like,
Giants fans would have killed him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the Giants fans would have killed him. We ran him out of town before he got here. You know what I mean? So listen, he made the right call. It's just he got unlocked. The light bulb clicked on for him. Now the guy is freaking balling, and we're like, man, how can we keep him on a good deal? And to be honest, that's just going to be a lot of money, man. And I'm nervous about that price tag because then you still got to ask, okay, repeat it. Can you show consistency?
Right.
And you got to answer your question, right? You got to go, well, last season he showed a lot of consistency. So, of course, we got to think it's going to carry over to next year as well, right? So you got to pay him what he's looking for. You have to, but you got to be smart about it. But, guys, I'm going to tell you this, man, and I know it's been a whole thing of Daniel Jones. Guys, leave your numbers in the comments. What do you think? What do you think he'll be signed for? This is fun. I love this stuff, man. I love this stuff. But, guys, the most expensive thing the Giants ever spent this offseason, and I think it was every penny's worth. I think this is the most expensive block I ever seen in my life. All right? So, guys, we're going to drop some video here, and we're going to go through it. Let's see here.
Let's take a look.
Just earning your time. All right, you want to throw me the ball? I'm going to go out there and block. He takes Shelley right to just earning your time. All right, you want to throw me the ball?
Yo, you got to love that block by Kenny Golladay. Even Saquon turned around and was like, yeah, boy, yeah. You know, like Saquon was hyped. Yo, guys, listen. Golladay has been worth pretty much nothing catching the ball. But how do you guys feel? And I'm going to start with El Jefe with that block, man. Were you excited to see Kenny Golladay? Even though, because most players would check out by then, right? But he was still playing hard, right? We'll take that block. But how do you feel, El Jefe, man? Were you excited to see that? You feel like Galladay's coming back? Just a little bit.
That was the first time I was happy to see him in a Giants uniform, if we're being honest. Like that was the first time I was like, fuck you, like you could keep his garbage time touchdown. His garbage time, touchdown last week. G19.
G19. That was great.
To see him lay that out with that, because the whole thing we've been saying, watching him in camp and the whole year is like, where's the fucking effort, bro? You got a bag of money. So that's a blocking play. And he laid them out. They won angry runs on Good Morning Football. Yes. The combination of that block and then I think Saquon saw that. Imagine being a running back and seeing your wide receiver plow the road for you. That's why Saquon ran over that dude. Like, I'm getting the first down if he was willing to do that. Saquon was all sorts of hype. Real quick on Saquon. On his short rushing touchdown, he ran through Tomlinson.
You saw that, right? You saw that.
Is a monster. And Saquon took him a little sideways, and then got in his face right after. Saquon is possessed, bro. He is possessed right now. But
gear, baby.
Kenny Golladay, that was worth. It wasn't worth $72 million, but it was a phenomenal. That was a phenomenal block. He's still gone. He's still gone, but that was a big play, dude. And it just sends a message.
It set the tone.
It's Brandon Jacobs running over that dude in Green Bay. It sends a message. That was a 3-yard game, but it sent a fucking message, and that's what Kenny Golladay did.
Beautifully said. Beautifully said there. It set the tone. Listen, Kenny Golladay could have checked out. He could have checked out weeks ago, and it makes me think more and more that it's a physical thing now. He doesn't have what it takes anymore. He can't, or else the coaching staff would have found a way to get him a couple of balls. So what he is now is a good run blocking wide receiver, which you need for a running team to be successful. You need those downfield blocks to get the big runs, and Saquon had a big run on that. Dude, he knocked the fucking mouthpiece out of that dude. Yeah. It went flying. It went flying.
Yeah, you know? Take that back. Take that back. Yeah, it's crazy.
Watch the black mouthpiece. It was
just earning your time. All right, you want to throw me the ball? I'm going to go out there and block. He takes Shelley right to just earning your time. All right, you want to throw me the ball?
I seen it.
Did you see that mouthpiece fly?
That's
crazy. Yo, I'm hyped.
He knocked the
Goosebumps.
taste out of his mouth, bro. Let's go.
Ooh.
And I just everybody's got to contribute if you want to go far in the playoffs. Even a special teamer, all it takes is one play every game. If you do your job, you're gonna win. Everybody does their job. Golladay, if your job is to fucking be a decoy and block, and who knows? Did anybody think David Tyree was going to be the star of the Super Bowl when it happened? You never know when your moment's going to show up. You never know when he might get a deep ball again on Darius Slay. Now he's in Darius Slay's mind. Watch out, Darius Slay. Kenny G's coming for you.
Listen,
no, but good effort, man. Good effort.
Kenny G might bring that attitude into the next game. Be like, he got praise after the game. He got an angry runs. He was on, like, all these good things happened because of that effort he put in on that one play. So fucking fuel that, dude. If you get limited snaps, go out there, knock somebody's head off if it's not your target. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's all just about Dave, and Dable gave him praise after the game, which was cool too.
100%.
And listen, man, like you guys said, man, it's all about that confidence, right? So right now, Kenny Golladay could be like, you know what, man? Hey, the fans are loving me this week. Maybe I have to go out there and catch a couple balls and make that play, especially what Speed just said, right? He could be that Tyree of this playoff game. He could be that guy you never thought he could contribute or help the team out because we checked him off and wrote him off. And next minute, he could have a good game for us. I'm not expecting huge, but I'm expecting a couple touchdowns or a touchdown. That's it. Or that critical catch to get us that first down to extend that drive to hopefully kneel that ball down and win the game, right? So Kenny Golladay, whatever, man. I'm giving you all the pixie dust, man. All the positive vibes, pixie dust. Just go out there and do your thing. But that was one hell of a block. But guys, what a great show we're having, guys. But you know what? I feel like, because I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about the past Super Bowl. Feels magical. This feels magical. But guys, let's just take this down a notch. Let's go to a straight commercial break from word from our sponsors, which is the New York Revival, guys. All right? So let's do the New York Revival commercial break. We'll get right back to you guys. Revival gear, baby. Let's get it. Guys, get your Revival gear, man. Show some support of the team, man. You had Lawrence Tynes tweet out. We got freaking other celebrities that's going to drop some pictures too, man. We have a lot of people that purchase from us, man, and we thank you guys so much for actually purchasing the first wave for us. And just get on that website, man. Hit that link. See what we got. We got everything for toddlers to teens to grown adults. We got it all for you right there on our website. So please, if you can, support, man. This would be awesome, man. Hit that link. It's going to be in the Revival Twitter as well. So, guys, man, what more can I say? So I do appreciate that. But, guys, I like to do something that we do every week here. We got to give out the huge sack awards.
Let's go, gigantic.
The gigantic sack award for this week, guys. And I'm going to go around the room, man, and I'm going to start with Mr. Glass Half Full. Who is your gigantic sack award for the week?
I mean, listen, it's going to be underrated, not talked about a lot, but Adoree Jackson coming off missing a shitload of time. Everybody's like, is he going to play? Is he not going to play? You throw him in against the best wide receiver in football. He knocks off. He gets worked a little bit in the first series. Let's just call spade a spade. Justin Jefferson had him going, and then Adoree put the clamps down, baby. He put the clamps down, and kudos to him. He was guarding everybody. He had Justin Jefferson, Osborne. He had Thielen. He was all over the place. They put him on Hockenson a couple times. He's making tackles in the backfield. Shout out to Adoree Jackson for coming back, being our CB1. That man, it can't be understated enough. Missing that much time and coming back and facing that offense and doing what he did. Big shout out to Adoree, man. He had the big gigantic sack to come in and do that.
Sack. Tickle.
That's a good one. Well, thanks for coming, everybody.
Good night.
You couldn't fucking help yourself, could you? Like, we're having a good show.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Why does he always got to go to the tickle every time?
Sorry, guys. My bad. Oh, my bad.
Once he gets that laugh going, you know,
It's the best. It's the best.
I gotta mute it.
Right, sorry. Yeah. My gigantic sack untickled is going to Sexy Dexy, man. Dexter Lawrence has been such a presence for us up front.
Yeah.
He was mic'd up for the last game, and he was standing there, and they're like, I guess the offense was in a huddle, they're looking over, and he's mic'd up, and he's looking at him going, "You looking for a problem? It's right here. You looking for a problem? It's right here." Like, the dude talks his shit and he backs it up. He was a problem. He was a problem against the Vikings. That is our big dog up front, our all-pro.
Oh my God.
He gets the gigantic sack of the week for me. Don't you? Oh, you got
No, he didn't get a sack, Jeff, but he was pushing that pocket.
Yes,
continuously forcing Cousins off his mark. But yeah, I love it.
Side note on Pat McAfee, Aaron Rodgers was on today, and he said Dexter Lawrence and Aaron Donald are in their own category.
Ooh,
He's
wow,
like, it's them too.
There.
Yeah,
wow,
yeah,
that's crazy.
He's like,
that's amazing. To even have.
He said it's those guys and it's everyone else, and I was like, wow, that's big time.
It just bowls people over.
So, guys, let me say this, man. My gigantic sack of the week, man. Yeah, we can do Daniel Jones, right? We can do Daniel Jones. We can do that. Yeah. But I love the way Saquon Barkley played. All right? Mm-hmm. You want to talk about running over Dalvin Tomlinson for the freaking touchdown?
Yes.
You want to talk about his beast mode running up that hole and freaking gaining some yardage? You want to talk about him just bulldozing? Like, remember we used to say Saquon Barkley danced a lot? Just go north and south, north and south. Well, he's been giving us north and south the entire freaking season, and he's not scared of no contact. And when he does make contact, he's knocking people over, man. Mm-hmm. Saquon Barkley is playing like a man possessed. He's playing like a guy that wants to be in New York and wants to have a contract next season.
Yes.
Saquon Barkley, man. I remember some people are saying, and shout out to Will. I'm gonna say you, Will. All right, shout out to Will on Twitter.
Yeah, get him.
But Will, he hates Saquon Barkley. But Will, man, you got to give credit where credit's due. That wasn't a mistake pick at all. Saquon Barkley helped this offense, even when Daniel Jones was still trying to figure it out. This offense was run through Saquon Barkley. And even though his role kind of sat back a little bit, he's still that guy and still the man. So my gigantic sack of the week is Saquon Barkley. Tickle, tickle.
Yo, you're right, though. You're right. He put his head down on every carry. He never took the easy route out. He never went out of bounds. He never went down. He put his head down and he got every single first down, every single yard that was allowed to him, man. And shout out to him for doing that. And listen, he may not have been the focal point of the offense, but he was the focal point of the defense. I guarantee you that everybody's job is to stop Saquon Barkley first, 100%. And that's how DJ gets success, because everybody's eyes are on number 26. Every game.
Let me add speed too, because don't forget, in the middle of the season, I think after their bye, the teams were focused on Saquon and we wasn't winning. I think we had like a tie, and then I think we won one game and we lost a few. It seems like the coaching staff figured out, like, okay, you think you're gonna shut down Saquon? We got something else for you. We got now DJ running the ball a little bit more now. Now we got Isaiah Hodgins getting open a little bit more now.
Yeah.
Now pick your poison. It's really about like it's at that point now. It's pick your poison. Yes, you game plan for Saquon, but we got something else. And if you game plan for Daniel Jones, we got Saquon too. You know what I mean? So right now, this team, this offense is looking amazing. Exactly. Keeping the defense on that heels.
And now you're like, someone said it on national media. I forget who it was, but like now you're starting to wonder what the defense is going to do to stop this offense, because like, who are you taking away? You take away Barkley, you got Jones, either throwing or running. You take away Jones, you got Saquon. You know, and even Breida and Brightwell are doing some things. You know, you got James, you got Slayton, and Bellinger coming out and scoring a TD every other game, man. Like, they've put up 30+ now. The whole 30+ joke is done. They put up 30+ 2 out of 3 games now.
2 out of 3.
So like,
2 out of 2 with our starters, right? If you take out the
big facts, big facts.
Our last 2 games.
Yeah. Hey. And look at, you know, this guy.
Who is this clown?
He's just got his head's in the fucking gutter. This guy,
like, grow the fuck up.
You can't take him anywhere.
Can we block this guy? Who is this guy? You know what, man? Listen, we got to have him on the show one day.
We have a bunch of...
God, another one.
Listeners.
What? You guys are just
good
sick.
God, man.
You're
Good
sick.
God almighty.
What is wrong?
Where's your
with
heads
guy?
at? It's in the gutter. We're talking about a gigantic sack, all right? How Kayvon made this. Never mind. All right? But listen, guys. Guys, here, man. Of course, this is a wonderful part of the show that we like to call, what was he thinking? Right? What was he thinking? All right. So, guys, we have a video loaded up, and we are just going to chop this thing down and be like, what is he thinking? Right? So let's play the video and see what Mr. Tom Brady had to think.
Yeah,
Well,
here's Tom Brady doing his best slide tackle. Take a look at this, guys. This is one of the most egregious. Let's slow it down. Let's slow it down for a second. He's looking at him like, well, I don't want to injure my hands. Let's just, I'm gonna kick him. I'm just gonna kick him. Like what the hell? What is that?
He watched the World Cup over the past couple of weeks, and he's like, I want to try one of those slide tackle things that they do over there in Europe, where you slide and you kick the guy's legs out.
Spirit, is that not a red card? Is that not?
That's a red card from behind. And who is he slide tackle? Who is 28 with the interception anyway? Like it's not like the star player. It's not Parsons. Like, what are you doing?
If enough of this shit had a physical action, that was it right there. All right, guys, they were getting killed. So he just had enough of this shit and slid and just did his thing. If enough of this shit had a physical action, that was it right there, because they were getting killed by the Dallas Cowboys. And I don't know. Listen,
out.
Exactly. Like, I just want to ask, this is another. I'm doing this twice, man. What the hell is this? And I know it's the Giants, it's a New York Revival, but Speed, man, is Tom Brady done? Father Tom caught up to him, man?
I think he's done, but I don't think he's going to leave this year. You can't. Yeah, basically, yeah.
Good job.
I don't think his pride will allow him to go out like that. He's going to try one more year. It's probably going to be terrible again. You know, these guys don't know when to call it quits, man. Sometimes their egos are so big that they think they can always go out on top. It ain't always fucking rainbows and sunshines and fucking happy endings, dude.
Yeah,
you missed it. It's done. Tampa Bay's gonna. Who knows what they're doing to coach? They fired their offensive coordinator. Who wants Tom Brady at this point right now? Like, I mean, maybe the Jets. Maybe the Jets. But I don't fucking know. He's gonna come back. He can't leave on that note. But it ain't gonna be pretty. It ain't gonna be pretty, man.
I think he's done. I think he's absolutely donezo. I mean, the whole talk while he was in New England, is it Brady or is it Belichick? Well, you went to Tampa and you showed everybody that you could do it without Belichick. Walk away. You are already the best of all time, bro. You were on the top of the mountain at 42 or 43 years old. Walk away.
Know when to fold.
Know when to walk away.
When to hold.
Know when to run.
Know when to hold. You better count your money.
And he could count his money. But like, how dumb? Dude, he fucked up on the back nine here. He had a record, a course record going. He fucked up on the 15th hole, and now it's all done.
Just trying to get too cool.
So guys.
Done.
Here we go, man. I'm sorry, sir. You can finish up, Hefe, before I go to the next one. It's all right. You can finish up.
He don't. I'll finish one. He's done.
So, guys, let's go around the room, man. Let's do Philly. Quick thoughts on the games. Let's do predictions. Guys, get in that chat. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, man. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. It helps us out, man. Trust me, these guys be looking for us, man. So it helps the numbers out, please. All right. But hey, get in the comments. Let me know, man. Predictions. We love you. And I'm gonna start with El Jefe. We love you guys, definitely. We're gonna start with El Jefe, man. I'm gonna give you your predictions on Philly.
If I may, real quick, just address
go right ahead.
The elephant in the room. Okay. If the Giants win challenge, I had mentioned that I would do a polar plunge. It's been brought to my attention that would have been much better for, like I said all week, the Giants are winning. Why would I say that and then say I'm going to jump in the ocean? That should be saved for, say, beating Philadelphia. So to make up for that, we're upping the ante, and all three Revival guys are polar plunging when the Giants beat the Eagles. That's the January ocean. Okay?
Let's go.
Jumping in. jumping in. And I just have so many things I want to do this week for content. We got a surprise coming later in the week for some good content for you. But leave that where it is. I don't even have time to run and jump in the ocean this week.
Okay. No, we need to up the ante for a big game.
Right.
It's a big game. We're putting all of we're putting our balls on the line. Literally, they're gonna go just right out. They're just gonna disappear as soon as we hit that water.
I mean, guys, this if the Giants win challenge has taken off. Some people are doing it and not tagging it if the Giants win, and that's
on, yo,
that's okay.
We see you guys. We see you guys out there.
But one of our dudes who has taken it to another level.
Hey, Big Smooth, let's go. So
this guy said, and Smooth, correct me if I'm wrong. You said if the Giants win this weekend, you'll get a Daniel Jones tattoo.
It's actually dimes in a Giants font, right?
The dime. He'll get the dime.
He gets the dimes in a Giants font.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is getting serious, guys. This is getting dead serious.
It's big time. It's this where you raise the bar, right?
If you don't know, if the Giants win challenge, we did it at the beginning of the year. We only lost one time doing it. Guys, this took a life of its own. We got Lawrence Tynes giving out autographs. We had Ransom rapping. We had a LPG linking us with Odell Beckham in Atlantic City. We had a bunch of that happening, guys. We had a good time doing this, and we hope to continue this trend because, guys, we have a damn good record doing it. So this is the revival, man. If the Giants win challenge, you do yours as well, man. We'll retweet it. Of course, we'll support it. And don't forget to hashtag it. If the Giants win challenge, man. Give me the acronym again, guys, because I can't think right now. If the Giants win.
ITGW.
It's
the most catchy acronym on the interwebs.
Right after that
okay, sorry for the sidetrack, but
don't worry.
We're back. Giants.
We're back.
I'm rolling with the Giants because that's who I am and that's who I care about. I'm sticking with the Giants. It's going to be closer. It's going to be under 30. I think it's going to be 28-27 Giants. It could actually be a last-second field goal. It could be.
Don't do that to my heart, bro.
That magical. But how they win, aggressive. You do not play a better team and go in scared. You fucking throw your first punch. And that's what the Giants have to do. Get Daniel Jones moving. Get him on the run. A similar game plan, honestly. Go big, right? And then it opens everything else up. And then on defense, Dexter Lawrence, be a problem. Somebody said Dexter Lawrence is going to make Jason Kelce retire this weekend.
Oh, good one. I think that was C's. Yeah.
He said that.
C's, let's go. C's, let's go. Spee, what's your predictions? What's your thoughts?
Listen, far be it for me to be the Mr. Glass half full guy and pick against the Giants. I'm not going to do that. I am not going to do that. I scared you for a little bit. Listen, I'm betting Giants money line. I'm going all in. This team has it. They got it. They've been playing a playoff game since the Washington game. They've been playing playoff games ever since then. Like their job was on the line. Their season was on the line. True. And you have a team in Philadelphia that has not played a meaningful game in a long time. They haven't played a game that matters, that they truly went 100% on, and it's very hard. You see it every year to flip that switch back on. And I don't know if they got it. I don't know. They might. They have a great roster. I don't know how healthy Jalen Hurts is. I don't know if they could flip the switch on. And you know what? I'm going to take my chances with the high team coming in, a team that's lost them twice, is pissed off, wants to get some revenge. They got all things rolling here. We got all things rolling. I'm feeling the Giants in a W. It's going to be 29-24. 29-24. I like throwing random scores at you. I'm going to place that bet on FanDuel too, because Hefe's got me doing these things now. Giants, they have to play their best game of the season. Every game is the best game of the season. Leave it out all on the field. DJ's playing for a fucking contract. He's still playing for his job, bro. Saquon's playing for that contract. You got hungry young guys that are playing for their futures here, and I'm riding with my Giants, baby. I'm riding with them. Let's go.
Fuck yeah.
So, guys, here's what I'm thinking. Giants win by 10. You understand me? You understand me? You understand me? The Giants win by 10. Let me tell you something, man. I'm not scared of no Philadelphia Eagles. And I'm putting the show notes down. I'm not scared of no Philadelphia Eagles. I'm not. I'm telling you right now, Giants fans, get up out your seat. I'm telling you right now, we're going to that freaking NFC title game, whoever the hell it is that's next. You understand? And we're going to knock off the Dallas Cowboys or the San Francisco 49ers. Let me tell you right now, this season is magical. If you don't feel it, I don't know what to tell you. This is the Giants. This is the season. This is magical. Let me tell you right now. Stand up. Giants win by 10. I don't care what anybody said. I'm not scared of no Eagles. We're going to beat the Pigeons. And then
let's go.
To the Super Bowl we go. And guys, I just want you to say thank you for spending your Tuesday night with us. Guys, this is an awesome show. This is an awesome platform. And I thank you guys for getting it to this level and counting, for growing. On behalf of my brothers, we thank you so much, man. And of course, it's your boy, Eli Rax, a.k.a. Vibes. And of course, on behalf of my brother, Mr. Glass Half Full, and that's Spee if you nasty now.
Mm-hmm.
And my brother El Jefe, aka White Jersey, aka Blue Jersey, aka Damn It Daniel, aka El Jefe, aka Goose Guitar, aka Carlos. He's not Carlos, but the point is, you know what this is, all right? And guys, we are out. We'll see you Friday. Peace. Revival merch, baby. Yes. Woo.